Today is Saturday, July 25th. Doing a quick update. It's already 80 degrees out. It's about 11 o'clock. So the stargazer lilies are getting bigger. So they're pretty much on time, a little late. Just came back with a load of hay. We were out early this morning. Truck's getting old, starting to have a little bit of issues with it, so I'll be calling the garage. Just check on the flowers. Hydrangea's getting huge. I think this is the biggest one blossom that we've had. Still waiting on this side here. So here's the veggie garden. Even the stuff in the back here, which I think are melons or they may be cucumbers. Definitely a late start. This area was not getting a lot of sun, but it was getting a lot of runoff water off the roof. But here's the back. Look at the size of these leaves. I don't know if you see that. You see all these little dots on here? The tent caterpillars are going to town this year. So that's all their poop falling down. Just look at look at this lettuce. Tomatoes are doing incredible. Got flowers on the eggplant. Some more massive leaves over here. Just took a powdery antacid, that's why it's like the powder's like stuck in my throat. Ellie, get out of the garden. You're stepping on stuff. And again, over here. Absolutely huge. It's climbing up on the fence in the back. Crawling across here. And these guys back here, they're all getting huge too. Now that they're starting to catch some more sun, it's like they're off to the races. Got little grapes in here. They'll turn red eventually. Here's the peach tree. We got a few this year. I wasn't expecting that much. I really trimmed it back quite a bit. So here's the other part of the veggie garden. Cabbages, kale, more cabbages. That other leafy green, the name escapes me. So here's the cauliflower's coming back after the deer got to it. Some of the leaves are growing up taller. So we may still have time to get a good amount in there. Why aren't you open? Oh, because your solar panel's off. Here. Here we go. Alright, moving on here. So here, these smaller sunflowers. I think it's still in the middle. I think they're still the massive ones. I can't remember now where we planted what, but they're smaller because they got planted later. So the tallest ones here are just coming up to my hip. Same with these over by the house. Those are, I can tell as I watch week to week, once stuff starts getting to the point where it gets more sun during the day, it really takes off. So here's the daylily garden. Unfortunately, these gorgeous white ones here in the middle, there was a row there, and they're all, looks like they're pretty much played out, but these, I don't know if Dee was calling them banana, but they're still doing great. There's quite a few of those, and we still have some of the more classic red. The Campobellas, the sunflowers. This sunflower here is actually getting ready, I think, to get a flower head on it. This wisteria is doing really good. It's a vine. Dee's been slowly training that. And the last thing I want to check out and show you is the big sunflowers, or the ones that are further along here. So this is where we are today, and I'm holding this at about my chest level. So look at that, almost up to my shoulders now. We're getting there, and as you can see, they're starting to get more sun earlier in the day, and I'm pretty happy because I'm pointing up at the house here. So we got the generator shed, the tires on it. You look all the way in the distance, the house, you see the light, there's a door there. That's the door I let the dogs out. And I can stand in that doorway when Suki's out doing his business, and I can look down, I can see the tops of the sunflowers now. So that was like my little milestone that I was waiting for. Anyway, nice sunny day. Calm though, could use a breeze. But yeah, I just wanted to do an update as everything is really coming in and exploding around. Yeah, I got time. I'll just do a quick walk through the backyard. Check on the bee bombs. Just mowed yesterday. I let it go a little too long this time, but we've been having this real dry weather, so I'd rather deal with long grass than dead grass. So look at all of these blossoms all over this. So this is the like a shrub hydrangea rather than a little annual. Well, those aren't annuals, they are perennials, they come back, but that stays low like a bush. This guy here though, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger like a shrub. So the bee balm is doing really good. Look at double. I will just stand in the kitchen window and watch the bees, enjoying their bee balm, and the hummingbirds love this too. And they'll just come around, they'll fly in a little circle, checking each one. Really great to watch. As you can see, the clematis is all played out for the year now. But the house is doing really good everywhere. And this is the importance of when you're doing a mixed garden and stuff, is to do a variety. Even if you like one thing, you got to do a variety, so when one thing is done, hopefully another thing is starting. Hi Noelle. You guys are staying cool? Yeah, it's getting warm. It's not supposed to be that humid today, but it is supposed to get upper 80s. And these guys here, they're just doing fantastic. Dee buys these every year. She looks for a little sale or something. She comes and splits them up everywhere. And they just give enough color. So that's a quick tour. I'm not going to bother going over to the green peppers because they're not much bigger, but it's all doing good. Really though, I'm just proud and amazed with that garden. And out of all that zucchini, so far there's just one, and it's only about 4 inches long. All the other flowers look like male flowers so far. But the tomatoes, there's at least half a dozen tomatoes in there. They're getting big. And I think the secret over there is that it gets a good amount of morning shade, and that seems to be just enough to keep it cooler, and then late afternoon it gets another break with some shade, but midday it gets, you know, a good amount of sun. The trees don't block too much water, and it seems to enjoy the area. And of course the good fertilizer from that being the old goat area. Alright, so that's a quick update for July 25th.